Today is 11:25, June 28th, 2021. So, in the last video, I was talking about how I was going to write the discussion post. And I think it took like an hour, but I did write the discussion post. I have not gotten the grade yet back. I did write the discussion post, and that's good. Thankfully, we don't have a discussion post due this week. But I don't know. We do have individual and team activity. I'm assuming the team activity is leadership thing. Oh, I almost forgot. I was supposed to send the email to my teammate about that, but I guess I have to look into it first, so it's fine. Because I just want to look at the instructions and see if we have to do it both at the same time or if we can just have one person. Because if it's just one person, well, it all depends, because I realized I really don't want to do the interview. If I had to choose between doing the interview and writing the reflection paper, I literally would choose writing the reflection paper because, actually, no, I don't. I'd have to kind of consider that because they're both so bad. Like, one is super awkward and like having to ask somebody questions, and I remember last time I did that, I would ask the question, he would answer, and then I don't have no freaking idea how I'm supposed to respond. Uh, like I just want to ask the next question. I don't want to like respond to it. Um, what was it? So like I really don't want to give the interview, but then again I don't want to do the reflection paper either because that sucks. But on the other hand, it's not that bad. Um, I mean, the last time I did the reflection paper, it wasn't that bad because you just had to kind of write about the interview itself and study the interview itself. Whereas, so it's not super terrible, but kind of sucks. But I'm trying to consider if we split up the work or something, should I say I'll do the interview, you can write the paper, or I'll write the paper, you should do the interview, if that's an option. I literally don't even know. Like I have to think about that. Like I don't even know which one is worse, doing the interview or writing the paper. Like my initial thought was I don't want to do the interview, so I'll just write the paper. But now I'm actually like I don't know because doing the interview takes way less time. It takes like 15 minutes, or 30 minutes at most, and you're just sitting there asking questions. But something I really don't want to do is to write the interview questions because I would really, really struggle with that. Last time I did this assignment, I struggled to come up with 3 questions because we have to write 3 additional questions to ask. Um, so I'll probably think about that for a little bit and then decide how I want to split up the work if we were to do it that way, and then kind of message my teammate and just ask him like what he wants to do, like all that stuff, and suggest a way to split up the work and all that. And I think it's going to be due Saturday. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm pretty sure that's when it's due. Nice. Um, and then we have an individual activity. I have not even looked at it yet. Now, I was originally planning to write all of my assignments that are due next week. Wait, why wouldn't I do that? Maybe I'll do that tomorrow, because I don't feel like doing it today. But I bet I'm not going to do anything tomorrow, because there's nothing due tomorrow. I'm probably just not going to do anything at all until Saturday, kind of like last time. Wait, last time, did I do stuff on Friday, or did I wait till Saturday? I did wait till Saturday. Actually, no, we have stuff due on Thursday and Friday for corporate finance. We have Chapter 5 homework due Thursday, and then Exam 1 on Friday. So actually, I can't wait till then to do all this stuff. Sniffing is fun. Yeah, obviously this system of doing homework is working better than my previous systems, but it's still not what I want it to be. What I want it to be is that I just do all of my homework, get it done all ahead of time, like 2 weeks worth of homework, and then I have like an entire week where I can just do nothing. and then repeat that process over and over again. But instead, what's happening is I'm doing nothing all week, and then the day everything is due, I'm doing the homework. That's not what I want to do. That's not fun. But I just can't get myself to do it the better way. At the same time, I don't even feel like trying. I don't even feel like trying to do it a better way. I just feel like continuing this way. It really sucks. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, this probably sounds terrible. This probably sounds absolutely terrible, but I've basically just been playing Civ 5 like nonstop. Over the past week, just literally all day long playing Civ 5. And then whenever I have a day when homework is due, I'll stop, do the homework, and then play Civ 5 for the rest of the day. That's basically how it's been going for the past week. So great. I have such a great work ethic and such a good use of my time to play Civ 24/7. Speaking of that, like last video I made, I was in the middle of a game where I was trying to conquer every single city on a king difficulty game where I set it to only domination victory, which was kind of a mistake because then I couldn't see the replay that I wanted. Whatever. But yeah, I finished that game actually. I conquered every single city, and I waited like 3 or 4 more turns after that, or maybe 10 turns, I can't remember. But I would have kept going. It's just that it was extremely boring because every time I click next turn, because of how many cities I had, the game was lagging a lot, and it takes like 3 minutes to get to the next turn. Every single time I take a turn, I do stuff for like a couple minutes, then click next turn, wait for 3 minutes. That's kind of boring, honestly. If I had something else to do during those 3 minutes, then maybe I could keep going. Usually what I do is listen to... Okay, here's the thing. I don't know who watches these videos. I don't think anybody watches these videos, but if anybody I know, like my mom or something, or my friend watches this, they would be super surprised to learn this. But there's this guy named Zach Schaumler, and he has a show called Strong Opinion, or he has a podcast called Strong Opinion Sports. I literally have been listening to that nonstop for like the past month or 2 months. It's so weird. Like, why would I be into sports? But I don't know. I just find him to be really interesting and entertaining to listen to for some reason. It's kind of like how I used to listen to political commentary, but now I'm just listening to sports commentary. But yeah, I was listening to his podcast. I basically listen to his podcast while I'm playing Civ 5. Like, I play Civ 5, and at the same time, his podcast is in the background. And it's kind of funny. I've watched basically every single one of his podcasts that he's put out for like the past 2 years or 3 years. I watched every single podcast that he covered, starting from the 2019 NFL season all the way up to the present. And then I ran out of videos, so then I had to go back to the beginning of the 2018 NFL season. But yeah, eventually I'm going to run out of those too. And I'll have to find someone else to listen to on a regular basis, because like I go through his videos way too quickly. He puts out like 1 video per week at this point. Or maybe, well, lately he hasn't been putting out as many videos because he's moving. So maybe once he's done moving, he'll do like 2 or 3 videos a week or something. I don't know. But yeah, like it is entertaining to listen to the podcast, but it's not enough to just listen to it by itself. I have to be doing something at the same time. So like usually I listen to it while I'm eating my meals or while I'm playing Civ 5, stuff like that. Oh yeah, and I also was listening to it while I was practicing speedrunning. It's funny. The one thing I can't do multitask at the same time is I can't cube and listen to a podcast at the same time. For some reason, when I'm cubing, that's too much, because then like the performance of my solves actually declines if I'm listening to something because I'm a little bit too distracted. So usually when I'm doing a cubing session, I listen to music. But it's funny though because that is slightly too little. It's slightly not enough entertainment to cube and listen to music at the same time, but it's slightly too much to listen to a podcast and cube at the same time. Okay, what am I even talking So let's see, what else can we do while we procrastinate on this homework assignment that is due today? Oh yeah, I don't think I've even mentioned what's due today. The reason why I'm actually doing homework today is because there's a corporate finance assignment due today. Here's the list of assignments that were due for the first 2 weeks of my summer semester. As you can see, I finished the first 4 things for human resource management, but I actually have not read the 1.2 readings yet for human resource management, which was technically supposed to be done last week. But whatever. So yeah, as you can see for human resource management for this week, we have 1.2, 1.3 readings, and then we have a presentation, interactive presentation to watch too. He might put out an interactive presentation for week 3 or 1.3 as well, since we switched to asynchronous. I'm gonna have to read the announcement just to make sure we don't actually have like meetings or whatever, because we're gonna have a meeting for if we have a group presentation or something. So I better double check that. But yeah, we have 2 assignments due for human resources this week. We have the leadership thingy and then an individual activity, which I'm not sure what that is, but. And then for corporate finance this week, we have 3 things. We have chapter 4 homework due today, chapter 5 homework due Thursday, and then exam 1 covering chapter 1 through 5 due Friday. Yeah, it says the human resource stuff is due Friday, but he's moved it to Saturday. Everything's due Saturday. Oh yeah, here's something extremely, extremely annoying. He said everything was due Saturday, so that meant I was like, okay, that must mean that the introduction extra credit assignment is due Saturday too. So I waited till Saturday to wrote the introduction, and guess what? He basically gave me only 1/3 of the credit because I turned it in a day late. He didn't move that one to be due Saturday. Really? Are you kidding me? What is that? He said everything is going to be due Saturday. I know that Canvas said it was still due Friday, but every other assignment also said it was due Friday still for like 3 days after he changed it. So I just assumed everything was due Saturday. It's just so unfair. I mean, so annoying. I put some effort into it. I mean, not a lot of effort, but I put some effort into that just to get one single stinking extra credit point, like one tiny little point. That's like nothing. That wasn't worth it. That wasn't even worth the effort I put into that. He only gave me 1 out of 3 extra credit because I turned it in 1 day late. You could have at least given me 2 points. I mean, come on. 1 point is literally nothing. And he hasn't created our discussion yet. I wonder where I'm going to get on that. So thankfully we don't have discussions this week, but we do have an individual activity. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to entail. Hopefully it's not too hard. So yeah, basically today I'm just going to, after I'm done making this video, I'll read the announcement from, his name is Dr. Ahmed, I think. I'll read his announcement, then I'll send my teammate a message about our assignment. I'll look at the individual activity, I guess, and then after that I will complete the chapter 4 homework for corporate finance, and then I won't have anything due till Thursday and Friday and Saturday. Those 3 days have stuff due on them, so I guess that's 3 days in a row of doing homework, unless I get it done early, which I should do. I should just do that tomorrow. Like tomorrow I should get some stuff done. Like I don't even have to work all day on it tomorrow. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the mistake I made. I was too hard on myself. I made myself do homework like all day long on Monday, which was the first day of classes, and then I was so burned out after that I didn't feel like doing anything for the next 4 days, which sounds stupid. Like, you should be able to work on homework for a long period of time, but I guess if you add the fact that I was in the Zoom meeting that day for 1.5 hours, and then you add basically 6 hours of homework. I mean, that's still 7.5 hours. You should be able to work a 7.5 hour or 8 hour work day for 5 days in a row. That's what everyone else does in this world. They work 8 hours a day for 5 days in a row every single week. How come I can't do that? I worked for 8 hours one day, and then I was like, oh, that was so hard. Now I have to take an entire week off. Like, what kind of a work ethic is that? Yeah, today I don't think I'm gonna get myself to do anything else besides the corporate finance homework. I just have to do like something tomorrow. I shouldn't just do nothing. That'd be funny if people could hear me talking outside. I mean, after all, there is kind of a gap in this window where air kind of flows through. Well, it's not really a gap. Well, there is a tiny gap, like right there. That's a gap, I think. Which kind of sucks, because if there was no gap, it probably wouldn't be so hot and cold in here. Like, every single time it's hot outside or cold outside, the temperature in here is it gets to those extreme temperatures. And then next week, my financial statement analysis class starts. I don't remember. Whoops. I'm gonna have to double check when the Zoom meetings are for that class. But I'm assuming it's going to be pretty similar to my financial accounting, management accounting classes. I really hope this is actually a useful class. It's probably useful to take this class. It would count as an elective. I might agree. And even if it didn't even count towards a degree, it would probably count towards a master's degree. So, yeah, this is probably a good class. I mean, I don't see why he would assign me a class that's useless. Yeah, I think the Zoom meetings were 2 hours long. I'm gonna have to double check. I think they were 2 hours long. It's kind of terrible, but at least it's not 3 hours. But then again, the first Zoom meeting we had, I don't know, whatever. I hope it's not during. I hope it's because the thing is, usually I drive my sister to work at Mondays and Fridays at 10:30, and hopefully it's not during that time. That'd be kind of annoying. I'm just thinking about stuff. Whoops. Nice 19-minute long video. Nice. Actually, yeah, both of the videos for the last vlog I made were 20 minutes. That's 40 minutes. 40 minutes of wasting time just... Oh my gosh. What else can we do to waste time? Oh yeah, the last video, I think it ended abruptly because my dad called me at the end of it. I haven't even watched those videos at all. I just uploaded them, or I'm uploading them right now. Right there, they're uploading. Alrighty. Goodbye.